I don't think I've ever said the reasons why I've gone bald in the past. The first one was to piss off my mom. She had annoyed me at home, and I looked at her and was like, what can I do to this woman to just... I was like, I'm coming, I want to go and buy bread. I went and shaved my head and came back home. So she got pissed off and was like... But then the second time, I had gone to the salon and I had specifically told them what to do to my hair, and they did rubbish. So I just sat down there. After I had paid my money, I started crying. I was so angry. I was just like losing my hair. I was losing it. I went, so it was a salon and a barber shop. So I went from the salon to the barber shop. I shaved my head the second time. Third time was because I was just spending so much money, Brazilian hair, fixing hair. Every week I'll be thinking about a new hairstyle. Just the energy, the stress, not worth it. Shave my head again. It was just about functionality and comfort for me, to be honest. I know, like, I calculated that in a month, I probably spent between 50, sometimes, minimum between 50 to 80K a month on my hair. I'm just like, if I save 50K a month for 12 months, I've passed 500K now. That's like 600K. Yeah, I use it as I actually saved more money that period. I think that's when I actually put in more into my businesses. I had more money to save into investing, buying equipment, going out for events, being social and everything for my business. The first 2 times, not so much, because I was still dependent. I was still living like in my family house. I was still pretty much sheltered at that point. I was working, but I was still pretty much sheltered. But this final time I've cut my hair, after I moved to Lagos on my own, it really did affect the course of my life, because people knew me as the creative person. People who knew me as a creative person. But now with my haircut, it was like I was my head was like a bulb in the middle of everywhere. It's like, creative, she's bald, creative. But then there was also the issues of, I also started having identity issues as well, because people, Nigerians have no boundaries. People used to just walk up to me, or I'm on the road, like, the boy, I be gay, the man, I be the woman. First of all, I'm tall. I'm relatively tall for what people consider a Nigerian woman. I don't have breasts, people of God. That one day, I'm now skinny on top. Then I realized I have strong features. So with my hair completely gone and I was skinnier, people really, really just assumed I was a guy. I got harassed everywhere I went. I've had policemen try to bully me with a gun to tell them whether I was a boy or a girl. And I'm just like, first of all, if you know me, you know to not try me, because I'll finish you. So for every day I left my house, it gave me a lot of anxiety over time. Because once I'm about to go out, I'm just like, what fuckery am I going to go and face outside today? And I'm not exaggerating. An average of 6 people a day ask me that question. Every day I left my house. If I'm driving and there's a security guard, the first thing they say is, good morning, sir. Then they will now look at my face, like, oh, sorry, welcome, madam. So yeah, it did affect my life over some time, but it made me more grounded in myself, and it made me realize that maybe to a certain extent I did care about what people thought about me, which shouldn't really be. So, I got hit on a lot. I got hit on a lot by a lot of girls, and I also got a lot of people who told me to my face they assumed I was gay. They assumed I was a lesbian because I cut my hair. I'm just like, guys, can I say this? I like dick. And yeah, there's that. But like, I'm pretty much gender fluid. I like who I like. I'm not, you must have penis. No, I'm not like that. But in terms of sexuality, I did get approached a lot by more women. Also, funny thing is, I also got approached by a lot of gender fluid men. So there was this tweet I saw one time and I related to it. It says, women have different problems with different types of hair. If you have long hair, you get approached by everybody. If you have short or bald hair, you get approached by the artistic people. And people like that, usually not all the time, are more open-minded and gender fluid. So I think also because of the industries I've worked in over time, being a model for how many years? Probably like 8 years before I took a hiatus to build my businesses. You sort of get comfortable in your own skin, like pretty comfortable, because Nigeria, if you say you're a model, that time you're a shawo, they've already categorized you as a shawo, so can't shame the shameless. I give you a shawo stuff. So at the end of the day, I think I became really comfortable with my skin and being able to do sexy stuff because of how much confidence I was able to build during my modeling days. And to be honest, like, it's just skin. You know, anybody that wants to judge me on that should not be able to have access to me. If you're about, as a woman, if you're about to venture into that space, bear in mind that not everybody is as aware as you. So you have to have thick skin because there will be people that just won't get it. That's facts. With feminism, with self-expression, with nudity, our bodies are art. Now, people just assume for some reason that the minute a girl wears a short dress is because she's waiting for a man to look at her. No, dear. I want to wear short skirts because the weather is hot. It's not because of you. So it's a situation of you being mentally prepared to face yourself and face those questions. Because at times, to be honest, you question yourself, like, am I just doing this for attention? But deep down, you have to realize that, if something makes you feel good, if something makes you feel happy, or makes you feel more confident about your body and yourself, it shouldn't really matter what any other person thinks at the end of the day. I understand that it's difficult to do. It's easier said than done, because to be honest, sometimes I have to remind myself that, I'm not doing this shit for attention. I'm doing it because I feel comfortable in my own skin. I feel comfortable showing off my body because I believe my body is beautiful. It's just like how Chloe Bailey was being bashed recently. Like, she literally broke down in tears on Instagram Live explaining to people that this is how she's been. She's just finally slowly getting confident in her body. Now, a lot of women you see that have great bodies are not, some of them, it took them a long time to get to that point where they actually accept themselves to even put it on social media. And then you just have this mindless group of people that don't know you from anywhere come and start chatting and you're doing it for man. No, guys, it's not about you all. To be honest, I can totally understand what it is you're talking about, because I've been surrounded by women who, for a long time, they've been embarrassed to talk about everything from your period to vaginal health to even being able to wash your pants and put outside so that someone will beat your pants. They will complain and they will make you feel like shit about it. So I can totally understand how a society has broken or crushed or squeezed women to a point where anything that has to do with sex is like, if you talk about it, you're a prostitute, you're an ashawo, you have loose moral values. Your mama and papa no fuck before you come. No be your mama and papa fuck before you reach here. If your mama and papa no fuck you for a day, like, I don't like, the only reason you are standing here to have the energy to be talking to me about you shouldn't be talking about sex is because two people fucked. Guys, come on. Okay, that's all. Yo, I'm being serious. Like, you would take this sex thing so, oh my god, taboo. See, when you knock, everybody will know say you don't knock because you carry belly. That means it's meant to be shown off. You're not meant to, if to say pregnancy or sex is supposed to be hidden, person will just knock. The next morning, the kid don't come out. Say, oh, by the way, this is my child. You don't need to go through the 9 months of showing everybody that you're collecting pennies. What's that? I beg. Is there anything that's too much? I don't think so, because OnlyFans has made it easy, guys. I make money while at it. I don't have to mark anybody. So in terms of, like, to be honest, I feel like that line has been blurred completely with the advent of, Tinder. I think tech has made that line blurred. Before, in the past, is that if this girl wear trousers, the whole street go come out. They look up. If this one wear short skirts, bike will be having accidents on the road looking at fine leg. But now, because of social media, because of all the other apps that have popped up, I think that line is blurred. I don't think there's anything that's too much now. Everybody has rationalized and normalized. Well, not everybody. A majority of people have rationalized and normalized being able to show off your body. Of course, there are some things that people do that a lot of people are just like, eh. But for me, I look at it as, if you did it with your eyes wide open, run on. There's no line for me. So this is something that I've had to learn from watching women that I look up to. Sexuality is a weapon, not necessarily in a bad way. It's a case of being able to game the system. We live in a society where people look at you as a woman as, like you said, receptacle. That's all they see. But we have brains that can work. Now, if there's a way that you can merge your sexuality and your intellect to be on the same level, you have blown. This Nigeria, you don't blow. And it all starts from you realizing that your sexuality or your sexual feminine energy is not a bad thing. It's nothing to feel ashamed about. I do understand that as a woman in Nigeria, if you go out, people will just be pointing pennies at you. Hello, fine girl, hello, fine girl, hello, fine. I understand that. But at the end of the day, you live in a space where 80% of Nigerian men will do that to you. But there's a nice 20% that will try. But you have to switch their mentality with your intellect. Nothing stops you from being sexy while doing that. Nothing. But you need to, at first, admit to yourself there's nothing wrong with your sexuality in any way. You are a woman, you are fine, you are sexy. Did you kill Jesus? You did not. Did you? You did not. Yeah, that's it.